Hey everyone. So, guess what Bungie did again? If you guessed stole someone's artwork, then you are 100% correct. For those of you who don't know, about 2 days ago it came out that Bungie once again, now keep in mind this is the fourth time that they've done this, have stolen someone's artwork without paying them, without crediting them, without offering them any sort of payment for their work. Just stole their work for who knows what reason, just because they can, I guess, just because haha goofy, it's so funny to plagiarize, I guess, because they can get away with it because they're a big company. Who knows? Who knows? I guess they just decided they could, so they did it. Now they have said that supposedly it was done by an ex-Bungie employee. Now whether or not that's true, obviously I cannot say to that. But it is really, really, really weird that the lead artist for Bungie, who followed Anti-Real on Twitter, by the way, Anti-Real is the artist whose work has been stolen. It's really weird that the lead artist for Bungie, who follows her, didn't realize that the artwork was stolen and put into the new Marathon game. It's a very, very interesting thing to happen there. So keep in mind here, this is not the first time. Like I said, this is not the first time that Bungie has done this. This is the fourth time. Fourth time Bungie has stolen someone's artwork, and apparently they just it just keeps happening for some reason. No idea why. Because they can, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. They say that they say it's absolutely unacceptable that this happened. But this is the fourth time this has happened. They can't just play the, oh, we're sorry card, you know, every single time. If it keeps happening, they're not sorry. They're just letting it happen. Like they just don't care. They just don't care. And what's crazy is Marathon has already been pretty controversial of a game because, I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest. It looks like copy and paste slop. It looks like they saw Apex Legends and they saw Tarkov and they're like, huh, what if we take what if we take the two popular games and combine them into a one game that has all of the buzzwords that people like. It's like I don't know, maybe it is fun. I have no idea. I did not play the alpha, the beta, whatever. I didn't try it, but I'm gonna be completely for real. I don't think I'm going to try it. It does not look fun. It just looks like Apex if it was an extraction shooter. And the graphics, which once again, it was an alpha or beta or whatever. So, you know, I'm not expecting amazing graphics or anything like that, but it kind of looks like a mobile game. Like it looks like Apex if it was downgraded by like 5 years. Like it doesn't look good. And they have said that the graphics will improve in time. And you know, I guess we'll see to that. You know, this is Bungie after all. You know, who knows if they're gonna follow through on that or not. And you know, the thing about all this that's really sad is Bungie went, what, 20 years ago from making some of the best games in the world. Like the original Halo trilogy, amazing. Best games at that time. Just insanely good. You know, their games were good in every way. Music, graphics, gameplay, multiplayer, everything was perfect. And now they've went from that to this absolute copy and paste slop and stealing people's art. And for those of you who don't know, I think it was about a year ago, Bungie basically fired like most of their staff that started the company because, you know, God forbid the CEO of the company can't buy his second yacht, right? So, you know, it's just really sad and ironic actually that the whole reason that Bungie originally split off from Microsoft was so they wouldn't be corporatized, and yet they've become corporatized anyways, especially since they were bought out by Sony. So it's really sad to see a company that I held so dear to just be falling to stooping to this level of just degeneracy. It really is just a sad time for people who used to be Bungie fans like me. Now, I know that current day Bungie is basically a whole nother company than what Bungie used to be. You know, most of the pretty much every employee that worked on the original Halo games, they're not there anymore. Like the people who work there now are, it's basically, it might as well just be a whole nother studio just with the name Bungie. You know, it's still sad though, because they're still holding that Bungie name and they're kind of just lighting a fire to it. Now going back to the whole stealing Anti-Real's artwork, as you can see here, the evidence is like, this isn't just, you know, throwing out accusations. The actual evidence here is pretty damning. A lot of these things, they basically just copied one to one. You can even see here, they copied like all of the symbols here. It's very blatant. And Anti-Real even said right here, it's even her logo, literally my logo. They just straight up stole it because who knows why. Honestly, who knows? I keep repeating myself, but like, it's so upsetting to see a company do this. And on top of that, today there was a stream, actually, like a developer response stream, or Q&A stream. That's the word I was looking for. It was just filled with issues. Like, they could not get anything right. There were moments of silence where you couldn't even hear the developers talk. There were so many audio issues, and just the overall stream was horrendous. And the things that they did answer for Marathon were terrible. They were so bad. They're kind of just like, oh, you know, yeah, we might fix it. We might change that thing. But you know, we'll see. Maybe if we want to do that or not. I don't know. We'll look into it. You know, like what kind of answer is that? Like, what does that even mean? And there's also been reports of the morale at Bungie basically, quote unquote, being in a free fall after the claims of them stealing the art, which makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't want to be working for a company that just steals shit and then, you know, makes the entire community hate us, you know, hate the company. So it's just, I honestly, I feel bad for the developers at Bungie, because I'm sure they're very talented, very creative individuals that are just stuck at this quite literally just crap company that just doesn't give a shit anymore. So yeah, you know, I do feel bad for them, but it's really just a bad situation all around. I hope she gets, you know, compensation for her stolen work. I know Bungie has said that they're trying to do right by her, and they're scrubbing all the artwork from their game, and they're gonna make it so this doesn't happen in the future. But like I said before, this is the 4th time this has happened, so them saying that basically means nothing. Like, they have to actually do actions to show that that's what's gonna happen. So I guess we'll see. I have also seen in the comments on Twitter people telling Anti-Real to keep her posts up about this, and keep this whole thing up and don't delete it, obviously, because who knows, maybe a lawyer will do a pro bono on this one, because she has said that she doesn't have the resources or the time to pursue legal action on this. So hopefully someone comes along and does this pro bono for her, because it does seem like a very cut and dry case. Like, the evidence is just overwhelming that they stole artwork from her. Like I said before, just to finish this out here, it's really sad to see this happen, but you know, Bungie has been digging this grave for a long period of time, and you know, honestly, Marathon, I felt like was already going to be a failure of a game, and after all of this has come out, I would be really shocked if Marathon did better than well, I'm not gonna say that. I think it'll do better than Concord, but I do think they're making a really big mistake charging, was it like $50-$60 for the game, for a multiplayer only game. And not making it free to play, especially because it does sound like it's gonna have like live service elements, like skins and stuff like that. So I guess we'll see. I'm sure it will do better than Concord, but I really do not see this game being a success. I think it is going to fall flat on its face. I mean, the community basically hates Bungie at this point. The game doesn't look fun. It doesn't look good. They're stealing people's artwork, basically just throwing a clown fest for all of us to laugh at, and it's really sad. So anyways, that's gonna wrap up this video. I'm sorry for coming out with a negative video. This is like my first negative video, but you know, this is a pretty big thing going on in the gaming community right now, so I kind of wanted to cover it. I just want to bring this to your guys' attention because it is just foul that Bungie has stooped this low once again. So anyways, that's going to wrap up this video. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and make sure you comment down below your thoughts in this whole debacle, and I hope you guys have a good day. See ya.